or die, we are the Lord. For to this end Christ both died and rose and revived, that he might be Lord both of the dead and living. But why dost thou judge thy brother? Or why dost thou set at naught thy brother? For we shall all stand before the judgment seat of Christ. For it is written, As I live, saith the Lord, every knee shall bow to me, and every tongue shall confess to God. So then every one of us shall give an account of himself to God. My subject at this present time, farewell, Michael Jackson. We shall all meet by and by. Then you have missed the fact that just on the other day, Michael Jackson was pronounced dead at age 50. Well, my brothers and my sisters, when we let our minds go back over the sands of time, then we remember little Michael Jackson out front stepping and dancing as the lead singer of the Jackson 5. Yeah. Is anyone here old enough to remember that? Yeah. Amen. And as he got a little older, as time started to make a change, then we realized that Michael Jackson's nose got a little thinner. The fro became a Jerry curl. He showed up with only one glove on one hand. Oh, y'all don't hear me? You heard in the news where he went and bought the bones of the Elephant Man. And put the skeleton up in his house. Y'all remember that? Then on the video, we saw him change into a werewolf. And we saw him dancing with zombies. Y'all remember that? And we looked at that and said, well, that's cool. Amen. Then a little further on up the road, we saw him dancing with street gangs, talking about, I'm bad. Amen. His complexion got a little lighter. He started to grab himself when he was dancing. And we looked at him and said, well, that's all right. But then things started to really go wrong. Amen. His nose kept getting smaller and smaller. His skin kept getting lighter and lighter. Till at the end there was almost no color or nose left on it. Oh, y'all don't hear me? And Lord, don't bring up the whole child thing. Amen? Now, some folk right away wanted to make a judgment call on this man. Some folk wanted to sit in judgment of him. As soon as they heard the news about him and a little more, oh, he wrong. He wrong. Well, you wasn't there. You don't know what happened. Amen. But some folk just went to making a judgment call. He too big, he too strange. What he doing running around his house with that chimpanzee? Whatever he wants to. He had the money, he bought it. If you had that kind of money, question is, what would you buy? Ain't no telling what might be running around your house. But some folk wanted to revoke his ghetto pass. Some folk wanted him to turn in his ID that said black man. Some folk altogether said, we putting him out. He ain't black no more. He ain't in the show. But all it took was one little white boy to say, Michael did something to me, and they was ready to bring him down. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't. Amen? But we found out right then and there how he was going to be treated. And it didn't matter how light his skin look at his life and we search the record over, it was a sad life of a man-child that was too old when he was young, and was too young when he was old. Oh, y'all don't hear me? Everyone wanted to criticize him about having children at his house. But then nobody asked the parents, if y'all believe this about the man, why do y'all keep on taking your children there? Ain't that right, y'all? Everybody wanted to know what was up with Mike. I want to know what was up with the parents. They were just trying to look for an easy payday. Jesus said in Luke the 6th chapter 37th verse, judge not, and ye shall not be judged. Condemn not, and ye shall not be condemned. Forgive, and ye shall be forgiven. As I get ready to come to the close, we live not to ourselves, but we ought to live for God. Whether we live or die, we are God's. We are the Lord's. And everything that came from God has eventually got to go back to God. Oh, y'all don't hear me? And the Bible tells me, for the sin Christ died, rose, and revived, that he might be Lord of the living and the dead. You and I can't judge Michael Jackson too harshly. For we shall all meet by and by in that great getting up morning, as we all stand in the judgment. Every knee shall bow, and every tongue must confess that God is Lord over all. Well, oh yes, and everyone must give an account for every deed, must give an account for every vain and idle thought. Farewell, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, farewell. We knew you could dance. We know you could step. But just the other day, at the tender age of 50, you stepped from time to eternity. Well, farewell for now, but we shall all meet by join the heavenly band, sing a new song, how we got over. Yeah, wanted nobody but Jesus. Shall all meet in that by and by. The doors is open. The doors is open. The doors of the church is open.
Oh, I want to be at the meeting. I want to be at the meeting. I want to be at the meeting around the throne.